gardening in Zone 8B in Seattle, Washington. Welcome to my garden. And so we're doing my first garden tour. I have 2 plots, and I have they're side by side, and this is the one that I originally started with, and it is mostly fruits and vegetables now. So come on in.
Mom, you're the cutest person ever. This is
So this is my edible garden, and I have a lot of dahlias here. I started off with dahlias first, and they're just so easy to grow. So I have here dinner plate dahlias. I have these white dinner plate dahlias here, and these white marigold that I started from seeds, as well as these dahlias that I started from seed as well. If you turn around, you'll see the sweet peas that I started from seeds, and they are the most fragrant sweet peas that I've grown, and they're called April and Paris. And I have these beautiful dahlias right here. I can't remember the name of it, but this is a 3rd year, and it's really beautiful. I have straw flowers as well that I started from seeds. Come this way, and we're passing through my arch trellis here. That is just perfect for my height. We have Bachelor's buttons here, yarrow, snapdragons, chamomile, and behind all these, or under all these flowers, I actually have honeyberries, which you can't tell because they have, they're overgrown. My snapdragons, there's honeyberries right there, which is a type of fruit. It's a cross between blueberries and honey. It's really sweet. Come this way and entering, it's like a secret garden. This raised bed here, I have my more yarrow, and I also have all my peppers. My peppers are right here. I'm growing jalapeno, Greg's Grande jalapeno. I have carbachi peppers, and I also have 5 colored Chinese peppers that are very spicy, and I also have tomatillos. I have plenty of tomatillos right here. I interplanted the peppers with cinnamon basil, and also have these are dahlias that I started from seeds. And when you start dahlias from seeds, you really don't know what you're going to get as far as what type of dahlia. So it's very fun and interesting and exciting to see what kind of dahlia is going to grow when you start things from seeds. Here are my grapes. I have 2 varieties of grapes, so they can cross-pollinate. And this is interplanted with nasturtium, which is edible. And I have here my first grape. It's I think just 1 bundle or one. That's it. That's all I have for this year, because this is the first year that I have these grapes here. So they're doing really well. They need 2 to cross-pollinate. And I have the hollyhock here that I started from seeds. This hollyhock here is going to be about maybe 6 feet tall. So right now it's starting to bud, and it's going to be pretty. And I have here delphinium. This delphinium also I started from seeds, and I probably started it, I think maybe March, April, but didn't really know what to expect because I've never grown it before, but it turned out to be really beautiful. Again, all the peppers I grew from seed, and also this echinacea I grew from seeds. This is the 2nd year. It didn't flower the 1st year, but this year it's doing really well. And I have verbenas here that I started from seeds as well. These little tall things here, these are verbenas, and also larkspur that I started from seeds as well. Coming over here, like I said, this is my first plot. So I was kind of experimenting to see what I was going to grow. Originally I was going to grow vegetables, but found out that I wasn't eating them, so I decided to grow something that I enjoy, which is flowers. This walkway here, I have these antique rose peonies, again that I started these from seeds, and also these raw rose straw flowers that I started from seed as well. And more cosmos here. This is larkspur straw flowers, and I have here my first attempt to grow cauliflower.
oh, it looks good.
Which didn't really grow very much because it's shaded by all the leaves from the dahlias. And I have another dinner plate dahlia here that is it's pure white. And walking this way, heading towards our tomato tomato garden bed,
Oop.
I had to minimize or decrease the amount of tomatoes I am growing this year because I had to use the other bed for berries. So this year I am growing Sun Gold, which is Sun Gold Select, which is this one here. And this is a type of cherry tomato. It's yellow and it's sweet. Here, they're not ready yet. And I also have tie-dye tomato, which has an interesting shape right here.
Oh, look, that one has a little
Nose.
That one has a little nose.
And I also have tie-dye pink. So this is going to turn pink and stripes. And I have here these, I have strawberries right here. I have another grape. Two varieties of grapes, I believe, here. And I also have these strawberries here. They actually are considered wild. I think they're called alpine strawberries, and they're very tiny.
Oh.
They're kind of like wild strawberries, and they're sweet. And so there's one right here, and it's they just come off when they're ready. Really sweet. Okay, these are called lettuce basil, and the leaf you can actually because they're so big, you can actually roll it up and put some meat in there, and like a lettuce wrap. Instead of lettuce, you can use the basil leaf, and they're really big and they smell really good. And here I have this Asian celosia, which is not getting enough sun, so it's very not thriving as much, but it's really pretty, and you can actually make I think tea with this from what I read. And I have these thornless blackberries here. Actually, I have some actually ready. Oh, no, not yet. And I have nettings on them because the birds will eat them before me. So actually I have one that's ready. And they're really good because this one doesn't have any thorns, so it's easy to just harvest. And I also have here, these are called fall raspberries, but they do have thorns, but they're fruit, which is yellow, and they're ready and ripe like sometime in the fall. So right now I did harvest a few, but these won't be ready till later. I have some that are ready. So these are what the blackberries look like. And
Ooh,
I have these raspberries that are my neighbors. They're ready to harvest also.
Okay, your neighbor's raspberries.
Okay, so these are my neighbor's raspberries. So if they come across my pot, then it's mine. So this is some of the raspberries that are ready, and I think there's more underneath there, but anyways, I have more sweet peas. And here are more of my tomatoes here. Forgot the name of this one here, but it's look how much fruit is on this vine.
Wow.
And this tomato is actually determinate type of tomato, which means it will fruit one time and then it will die off. But the other tomatoes that I have are actually indeterminate, which are, they will continue to fruit until the frost kills them, which is usually sometime in October. I also have this other blackberry, another thornless blackberry. I actually have two thornless blackberries, so that way they can cross-pollinate. And it looks like it has ready. Behind here are my additional plot, which we'll walk and tour after this. So on this, in this bed, this is my berry bed. I have my more of that wild strawberries. See, this one's ready. So there's, that one's not quite. This one here. And you just kind of have to dig in there, look for anything that's red, and then it'll be ready. But there's definitely a lot of flowers, which means that they're gonna turn into strawberries. I have 4 different types of blueberries, again, so that way they can cross-pollinate. And interplanted in here is actually are actually carrots. So I have carrots inside here. Right here, these are carrots here. Oh, and I see a lot of strawberries back there. And I also have this white currant, and this white currant is actually done fruiting already, but they look like this, kind of clear, and they're very sweet. Oh. But I don't have much.
Tiny grape?
Tiny currants, which I've never tasted before until now. And I also have the black currants. I have these black currants. Once they turn really black, that means that they are ready. If you pick them if you pick them not right, they are kind of they're very tart. Bit of fruit ready to harvest.
Ooh, wait, this one looks,
look at that.
Looks plump. Wow.
So different stages. I have to cover it so the birds don't eat it. And then more. Look at all these strawberries that are ready. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh wow.
They're so cute and
they're so little and they're so
little.
you know, like, oh my gosh, I think I squashed my raspberry. Oh my gosh. Taste it, Leanne. So good.
Okay, let's review this. Still hanging on to the basil. This tiny little strawberry.
Drop it. Oh wow, look at this.
I wish it was bigger.
Oh, this one. You have to try the blackberries.
This is a big blackberry.
Oh, look, messy.
No, Mommy, look. You look so beautiful. No, you look like you've been gardening.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my hair is very frizzy because I've been gardening prior to this video. And I'm gonna taste this for myself.
Ooh, let's see it.
Good. Okay, so, oh my god, there's a lot. If I don't harvest this, the birds are going to eat them. It's like a treasure hunt, you know. You see something red that pops up, that is. And I have these blueberries here that I've eaten most of the blueberries already. But there's not much this year because it's the first year.
Yeah.
So next year it's gonna be more. Then I have here
what are these?
These are my Walla Walla onions.
Oh.
And I started these from seeds. So this means when the leaves are turning brown and they die off, that means that the onions are ready. So I'm gonna harvest actually this one here.
Whoa!
So looks like.
Whoa!
And I'm gonna do
a Walla Walla onion.
This one again. Another one of the Walla Walla onions. And then I also have these beets here. So just red beets. They're right next to each other, so if I harvest one, it will allow the other beet to grow a little bit bigger. There's clumps of them. And if you don't thin them out, they're not going to get very big. Oh, there's a big one.
Ooh.
These actually will get bigger if you leave them in the ground. So I have these leeks. They're called autumn leeks. I started the onions from seed as well as the leeks. And this here is a flower from the leeks. And if you don't harvest them and it becomes too hot, they will flower, or it's called bolting, and they're not going to taste as good. So I have to harvest this before they actually
do something
open up.
about this.
Yes, so this is the flower, the leek flower. And to harvest the leek, you just kind of just pull it from the ground. Like kind of.
Whoa!
So
what
right
the?
here.
What?
And I'm gonna make some tofu and shrimp.
Can you hold your berries? You can put it in the basil leaf.
Yes, please. Well, I don't want it to taste like. And I have like probably 5 different types of basils. And I have, these are just your regular basils that you can get from the store. And these lemon basils smell like lemon and taste kind of lemony. And so I'll let you smell that later.
Shall we go into plot number 2?
Okay, so now let's go to plot number 2.
Plot number 2. Okay.
Oh, and also, what about here?
Oh.
Oh, actually, it's too junky here.
What do you mean too junky?
Okay, let's leave it.
Gardener and look, let's show them a real. Oh, does it connect?
Yeah.
What? Okay. Into plot number 2.
This is the tunnel or the arbor or trellis that connects to my plot number 2. So originally, this had like a fence here when I did rent the other plot, and so I took that out so I can easily move around from plot to plot, and it's very convenient. So
Do a little pose here. This is gonna be the thumbnail. It's so pretty. Oh, welcome to my garden. Hi, I'm RN Gardener. You're welcome to plot number 2.
hello and welcome back to RN Gardener. Welcome. Oh, I messed up. Okay.
No, you did good. You're doing, Mom. You're doing great.
All right.
You're doing great.
What? But you're gonna edit it, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna edit it, of course. Yeah.
Now we're on plot number 2, but let me talk about some of the stuff that I have in here because it's quite interesting. Over this trellis, like I said, I have these grapes that I started this year, so they're not fruiting yet, except for that one vine. However, this is a carrot
What?
that I let flower. It's huge, and so I left the carrot in the ground, and it had these flowers that are really messy, but they're really good for the pollinators. The bees love them, and so a lot of the flowers that I grow in here are for the pollinators, the bees and the butterflies and
The birds and the
hummingbirds.
bees.
The birds and the bees are the voices of the gardens. Actually, go to the entrance so we can experience
The walking through
walk.
there. You got it.
This is for my daughter, Leanne, who is courtesy of her.
No, Mom. They're like melting in my mouth.
And
Wow.
this is the
The currant?
Kind of sour. Tardy.
Tardy. Everyone in the comments let my mom know how pretty she is. I feel like a proud daughter.
And this is where I, set up my bouquets and have lunch or take a break. So it's a nice, peaceful area, and I can smell the sweet peas from here. That smell amazing, so fragrant. But let's go to my other plot.
Plot number 1.
So this is my second plot that I rented this year, and I have this sign here that really is an inspiration to this garden.
Okay, can you read what it says? What does it say? I can't.
It says, "I see the
Can't read it.
trees of green, red roses too.
Sing it.
I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world."
Oh,
Anyways, don't put that in there.
Mom.
So this is my plot number 2, which is pretty much all flowers, and this is new this year, which my husband and my son helped me build. Welcome to garden plot number 2. And as you enter the garden, you'll have these roses that kind of they will climb up this arbor, and these are, I believe, climbing America. They're very prolific. They bloom this kind of coral roses, and eventually they'll climb up the fence here, or the arbor. Here are my gladiolas. I have my zinnias, more of dahlias here, and this beautiful dahlia right here. I have lace flowers and apricot cosmos, delphiniums here, more dahlias. These are Rebecchias that I started from seed. And this is a mixed variety, so I didn't really know what they were, what color they were going to be until they flower. So it's a mixed variety, and I have more dahlias here. And these I started from seeds, so the ones that are like single petals are the ones that I started from seeds. You rarely get like doubles, but this one's really pretty. And you want to deadhead your dahlias so that way they don't grow, they don't develop the seeds, or else they will stop blooming for you. Here I have more, these are snapdragons. I have 5 different varieties, actually 6 different varieties in this one area alone. So I have the purple and the pink and the orange and the yellow and the dark red and the dark pink. So I have a lot of different colors and varieties. And I also have here another type of dahlia. And here the bees are now sleeping. They're done pollinating.
Do they actually just sleep like that?
They just sleep like this, and you can actually you can just pet them like that. They're really cute.
That's so sweet. Oh,
just woke him up.
He just fell on the floor.
They're called, I think, white swan. Marigold. They don't smell like marigold. They're supposed to smell like marshmallows, but they're really pretty. And again, Asian garden celosia. In this way, I have these calendulas, and I have Iceland poppies as well. So this is echinacea, or coneflower.
I want to know about this one.
Rebecchias. And so this is again a different variety of Rebecchia, and these are poppy seeds.
Ooh.
And so the poppy flower, the petals have already dropped, and now they're developing into seeds, the seed heads here. And if you wait for it to dry out, you can actually collect thousands of seeds in one of this seed head. This variety, I believe, is it's a purple pompon poppy. I have more of these lace flowers, which they're really beautiful. More bees sleeping right there. That's cute guy. And this is Chinese forget-me-not. This Rebecchia does not have that coloring in the middle, so it's just pure yellow, which is your typical Rebecchia, which is still very beautiful. And this one here is a different Rebecchia. It's called the Sahara Mix, which is very unique looking, which is smaller than shorter than the taller Rebecchias, but it looks like it has a lot of blooms here. And then I have the caramel phlox, and also the gomphrena, the lilac gomphrena. Look at this cute dahlia. It's so small because it was deprived of sunlight, because it had other plants that were growing over it, so it didn't really develop into a big dahlia. So hopefully it will catch up once the other plants kind of die off. And I have a sea of bachelor buttons here. Colors are like purple and blue and pink, magenta. So it's really beautiful. But right now it's starting to get very warm and hot, so they're starting to develop their seeds, and they'll be done very soon, maybe in a couple weeks. So I can get that cleared out, and then the dahlia will then we'll have more room to grow and have more sunlight. Here I have more dahlias here. This dahlia here, I started from seed. Again, it's a single petal, but still it's very beautiful. And this one here is called Miss Holly White dahlia, I believe, but it's very proliferous. Proliferous, and it has a lot of blooms. It's got this cute purple center. I think it's called Linda's Baby Dahlia, but it's really pretty. And I have the double click cosmos right next to it. I have these giant zinnias. I think these are lilac Benares giant lilac zinnias. This is called Fox Lady Dahlia. It's very pretty. Angel's Dahlia. This one here, which is very red. Very pretty. More yarrows here, and this very beautiful snapdragon, Picotti Cosmos, and more zinnias right here. Oh, look at the sleeping bee again. So cute.
Oh, that's so precious. I didn't know that they just slept like that.
I have Bacchus button, more yarrow, straw flower, more straw flower here. And so if you pick them at this stage, they will dry at the stage, so you can, and they will stay this color and look this way for many years.
Oh wow!
So they're very they're called straw flower because they're kind of have that texture.
Yeah.
Makes that noise.
What this sign says Fluffles.
So
What is-
yes, so this is
what is
Fluffles. That's the name of this dahlia. I also have Cherubino, and this one's called Snow Hosonia.
Snow Hosonia.
Sleeping bee, sleeping all over the garden. Okay.
Okay.
This pretty much concludes the end of our tour. It's now the magic hour, so it's probably about almost 8 o'clock here in Seattle. It's the best time to water the garden and harvest some flowers. Thank you for joining me.
Everyone, let her know if you'd like to see what her garden at home looks like. This is Arden Gardner signing off.
This is